Everyone knows that painkillers are taken to relieve physical pain. However, despite taking painkillers, we still need to visit a doctor because only a doctor can determine which painkiller to take for a headache, which one for stomach pain, and which one for pain in other parts of the body. Similarly, everyone knows that charity, Sadaqah, is given to ward off troubles, difficulties, financial struggles, poverty, calamities, and sudden accidents. But only the spiritually enlightened elders can guide us on which specific type of charity should be given for a particular purpose. There are three main reasons why some people face financial hardship and lack of wealth. Sins committed by their own hands. Some people have committed sins that block wealth and sustenance from reaching their homes. Spiritual obstruction. Some individuals may be affected by black magic or other spiritual barriers preventing them from prospering, no matter how hard they try. Destiny. Some people are simply not destined to be wealthy. If wealth is not written in one's fate, then how can it come? However, dear brothers and sisters, giving charity has the power to change fate and destiny. In this discussion, I will share three types of charity that can bring prosperity and wealth, explain which type of charity should be given for different situations, and highlight a common mistake people make when giving charity, which prevents them from receiving its full benefits. A story of a village landowner and his three sons. Once, a village landowner, Shri, visited Baba Farid with his three sons. He said, "I have divided my land equally among my three sons. However, my two elder sons, despite not working hard, have bountiful harvests. Meanwhile, my youngest son, who works the hardest, has very little crop yield. Why is this happening?" Baba Farid looked at the youngest son and then advised, "Get him married, and his problem will be resolved." The landowner followed this advice, and after his youngest son's marriage, his crops flourished for a few months. However, soon after, the problem returned. His harvests declined again. So the landowner returned to Baba Farid, explaining the situation. Baba Farid again looked at the youngest son and said, "Divorce his wife, and his harvest will increase again." Shocked, the landowner asked, "Why should I do that? How will a divorce increase his yield?" Baba Farid explained, "When you first came to me, your son was committing sins with his own hands, which blocked his sustenance. That's why I advised marriage, to purify his path. However, now he does not perform the ritual purification, ghusl, after being intimate with his wife. This impurity has once again blocked his sustenance." The impact of small sins on our lives. Dear brothers and sisters, in our daily lives, we commit many sins without realizing their severity. These sins cause financial struggles and other difficulties. Some people sin through their eyes, some through their hands, and some by neglecting obligations such as ghusl after intimacy. Others delay or completely abandon their prayers. Backbiting and speaking ill of others is also a major sin that many do not take seriously. How to overcome financial hardship. Repentance and seeking forgiveness. We must strive to abandon all sins. Daily recitation of Astaghfirullah, seeking forgiveness, at least 113, 3 or 100 times is essential. Giving bread as charity, Rotika Sadaqah. The Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, emphasized feeding the hungry. If sins are blocking your sustenance, charity, especially giving bread, can remove these barriers. You can give bread as charity daily, monthly, or yearly, depending on your capacity. Feeding the hungry is a powerful way to attract blessings, as Allah has promised that He does not wrong anyone. Rather, people suffer due to their own misdeeds. Dear brothers and sisters, if you suspect that your financial struggles are due to past mistakes or sins, then seek forgiveness daily. Give bread as charity within your means. By doing so with Allah's will, financial difficulties and hardships will ease, bringing prosperity into your life. This is considered a highly virtuous act, so you should try to give bread as charity according to your financial ability. You may give bread along with curry, or simply donate the equivalent amount of money to a poor person. Now, dear brothers and sisters, let's talk about another type of charity, specifically for those who suspect that they have been afflicted by a spiritual restriction or black magic, causing a lack of blessings in their sustenance, business failure, or persistent poverty. If you suspect that someone has cast a spell or imposed a spiritual restriction on you, leading to financial troubles, lack of success in business, or difficulty finding employment, you should offer this specific type of charity. We live in a strange society where poor individuals are often ignored, and even family members avoid interacting with them, fearing they might ask for financial help. On the other hand, when someone becomes wealthy and successful, others begin to envy them, even their own relatives and siblings. Some even resort to black magic or spiritual restrictions to hinder their success. Unfortunately, there are many so-called spiritual practitioners in society. While most of them are frauds, some genuinely engage in such practices. Casting a spell may be difficult, but placing a spiritual restriction on someone is quite easy, which is why many people fall victim to it. As a result, thriving businesses collapse, and individuals struggle to even cover their expenses. Charity for those affected by spiritual restrictions. If you believe that black magic or a spiritual restriction is affecting your financial well-being, you should give charity to birds. Remember, birds are innocent creatures, and when you provide for them, your sustenance becomes linked to theirs. This nullifies any magical effects or restrictions, allowing blessings and wealth to flow into your life from unexpected sources. Many wealthy merchants feed birds daily, knowing the spiritual benefits of this practice. To do this, wake up early, preferably offering the Fajr prayer, as it is known as the prayer of sustenance. Angels distribute sustenance at that time. After waking up, the first thing you should do is feed the birds. If you cannot afford bird feed, simply break a piece of bread into small crumbs for them. If even that is difficult, at least provide them with water, which is free. As soon as you begin this practice, you will notice an increase in your sustenance. Along with feeding birds, you should also recite Subhanallah at least 11 times daily. This recitation opens the doors of wealth and sustenance. The third form of charity. Charity to cats. You may have noticed that in a marketplace, two shops selling the same quality products can have vastly different levels of success. One is overcrowded with customers, while the other remains empty. This happens due to fate. If someone is not destined to be wealthy, no amount of effort or business strategy will change that. However, charity has the power to alter destiny. Charity is so powerful that it can bring blessings even when something is not initially written in one's fate. According to religious elders, those who wish to attain great wealth should give charity to cats. You may have heard stories of people who regularly provided food, milk, or even just water to stray cats, only to experience a sudden transformation in their fortunes, becoming millionaires overnight. Their financial conditions changed so dramatically that people wondered how they suddenly acquired such wealth. Giving charity to cats is considered a very powerful act. It is believed that the prayers or curses of cats directly reach the heavens and are presented before Allah. Therefore, one should never incur the curse of a cat, as it can lead to destruction. On the other hand, if a cat prays for you, it can bring immense blessings. Even if you cannot provide food or milk, simply keeping a bowl of water for stray cats with the intention of charity can bring great rewards. Showing kindness to cats and treating them well is also a way to change your destiny. So, dear brothers and sisters, these are the three types of charity that can bring wealth into your life. Whether you choose to follow one or all three, the important thing is to give charity. Then witness how your fate and fortune transform, bringing unexpected wealth into your life. Remember to keep us in your prayers. If you liked this message, comment MashaAllah or Subhanallah. Press the like button and share this with others for more Islamic teachings.